good thing about the cinematography, the editing, is that we had the courage to change.
I love pushing boundaries.
It's definitely a ride.
Euphoria is Sam's vision.
As rowdy as you want, as wild as you want.
Euphoria sets are the most fun sets I've worked on, and the most collaborative. So I learned a lot from Julio. I learned a lot from my crew. I mean, I feel like Sam is thinking in images.
Amen.
And then he brings that to editing and working with Marcell.
He likes to use his collaborators.
He invites us to bring our own imaginations into it, and like we get all the more invested to not only communicate the vision, maybe we get our own little chance to maybe even elevate elements of that vision.
You're not gonna do anything fucking crazy, are you?
Define crazy.
With season 3, one of the things that Marcell and I talked about was how can we be a bit more objective? How can we have a bit more distance from our characters?
Where are you going?
To work.
I think in the previous seasons, everything came down to the emotional realism of being inside of their heads. In this season, we decided to take a step back and see them in a larger frame, sort of metaphorically and literally, and see the wider world and how they either fit or don't fit into it.
I always thought about this as a little bit of an homage of American cinema. In a very special and contemporary way, obviously. Just having that Hollywood image in my head.
Hey, USA! Hey, USA! USA!
This big American tableau, beautiful landscapes, big skies.
We fell in love with this idea of the Western, the frame of the Western.
Being cinema nerds, we like to dig pretty deep.
Whether it's The Searchers or Leone or landscapes, being in cities, there was something that felt kind of old school Hollywood about it. It somehow informed this sense of dreams and ambition and desire to sort of make it.
I'm gonna be a household name!
We went to Kodak to give us special film stock, which was a big deal. We were able to enhance our tool set. Then we decided to go large format.
We fell in love with this one lens. It was a 65mm DNA. And so we thought, well, what if we just shoot the entire season on this one lens?
Now Kodak had to face the challenge that they have this new film stock in 35mm, but we wanted them to manufacture it in 65mm as well. It's different camera. It's lenses that render the space totally differently.
And action!
I think for me, on an aesthetic level, you just feel the depth of the image. And it's such a striking image that as an editor, you get absorbed, you fall into the image.
It's just a heightened, I wouldn't say stylized, but a heightened reality with rich, colorful images that are pleasing to the eye, but they are not cool in a way. They're more traditional, very classic feel to them.
It actually does change certain approaches editorially.
I think we wanted to tell the story through character and dialogue and plot as opposed to something that was a little more montage-driven.
We wanted to avoid getting so cutty and aggressive and assertive in our approach that people would be losing information from shot to shot to shot.
We allowed things to sort of sit in wider shots. We allowed the world to tell the story alongside the characters.
Now, doesn't mean that we don't pick up the pace here and there.
Hurry your ass up and run!
The action scenes are very fun to cut.
Oh, man. Love this shit.
What, I'm not allowed to come hang out?
The dialogue scenes.
You don't want to kiss me?
How do you make a dialogue scene intentional and different and unique?
First you said that we're the toe, and now you're saying we're the scar.
Are you an English teacher? I'm talking about our relationship.
How do you communicate the subtext?
What is your relationship with Laurie?
And upper and lower layers that are essentially a third voice speaking through a scene.
Now, you ain't never mentioned Maddie before. Why are you trying to hide her?
I'm not trying to hide anything.
My favorite part of having this beautiful film stock is actually the psychological depth that's communicated from the characters. It renders a micro-expression into a monumental emotion. It's really stunning to behold. As an editor, I've always loved wild, challenging work. If you're not pushing for something that hasn't been done before, why do it?
I'm just creating content.
I like working in a tradition and iconoclastically subverting it too. Like, break it up, break it into pieces, put it back together again. I don't know, there's something in the rebellion.
It's very compelling, but how does this fit into the script? I don't know. It feels fresh and it's given me the feels.
You have so many different varieties of style. There's so different approaches just on the visual level.
Getting to switch gears with different forms of technique and style is so fun, so pleasurable, so deeply rewarding. To me, it's like a mountain range of different emotions.
Ever see those fucking pearly whites? That's what I'm talking about. Now that's a fucking spot.
I mean, in particular, a show like this, any given episode could be multi-genre. The episode could start as a light comedy.
I'm here to apologize to you. I did not even think we were gonna get into this conversation.
And veer into psychosexual thriller.
I just might keep you forever.
And then by the end, turn into a Western standoff.
You wanna tell me who sent you?
Rue.
And I feel like that DNA has been there from the pilot up to this season's last episode. Exploring new worlds and new terrains, psychologically speaking, inner worlds, outer worlds. How do we create combinations that feel familiar and unique?
I like to surprise people.
I think that striving is one of my favorite things about Euphoria, creatively and editorially. You're striving to make the absolute best show possible.
You are my masterpiece.
Something, hopefully, that the world hasn't seen before.
I know I'm not alone. But I'm coming home soon.